Have you ever had a moment where something you believe to be absolutely true just shattered? It's a strange feeling, isn't it? Like the ground beneath your feet suddenly isn't as solid as you thought. For me, it happened when I was a kid. I was convinced, absolutely certain, that the moon was following our car. Every night, on the way home, there it was, keeping pace. Then one day my dad explained parallax. Suddenly, my whole world, this personal little truth, cracked. That was the first time I realized that what we see and what is real can be two very different things. It was a tiny crack in my logic, but it opened up a huge universe of curiosity. What was your first moment like that? Let me know in the comments. Have you ever snapped at someone you love and then immediately wondered, where did that come from? Or maybe you felt a sudden wave of sadness or anxiety for no clear reason. It's a strange feeling, isn't it? That's because sometimes our emotions arrive long before our thoughts can catch up. It's like your heart sends a message, but your brain hasn't had a chance to read it yet. This isn't a flaw. It's just how we're wired. Our emotional responses are ancient survival instincts, designed to be fast. The key isn't to stop these feelings, but to notice them when they arrive. Take a breath, acknowledge the emotion without judgment, and give your mind a moment to understand what your heart is trying to say. This little pause can change everything. It's a simple practice that can lead to greater self-awareness and peace. Why do we sometimes believe things that just aren't true? It's not because we're silly. It's because our brains are wired for comfort. Think about it. Our brains evolved to keep us safe, not necessarily to be right all the time. Facing a harsh truth can be stressful and mentally draining. So what does your brain do? It builds a cozy little bubble of beliefs that feel good, even if they don't quite match reality. This is called cognitive bias. It's like choosing a comfortable, familiar story over a complicated, unsettling fact. The brain picks the path of least resistance to conserve energy and keep you feeling secure. It's a fascinating survival mechanism, but it's also why questioning our own beliefs is so important. Have you ever noticed how hard it is to see the flaws in something or someone you're deeply attached to? It's like your brain's critical thinking switch just flips off. This isn't just you, it's a powerful psychological phenomenon. When we become attached, whether to a person, an idea, or even a brand, our brain releases feel-good chemicals like oxytocin and dopamine. This creates a strong emotional bond. This bond makes us want to protect what we're attached to. So when faced with negative information or a reason to be critical, our brain experiences cognitive dissonance. It's easier to dismiss the criticism than to question our attachment. We start making excuses, ignoring red flags, and filtering reality to fit our desired narrative. Essentially, our emotional brain hijacks our rational one. Recognizing this is the first step to thinking more clearly. Hey everyone, have you ever looked back on a relationship and wondered how you missed all the red flags? It's like they were completely invisible at the time. You meet someone and everything just clicks. They seem perfect, saying all the right things, making you feel like you've finally found the one. In that initial excitement, so that honeymoon phase, your brain is flooded with so much positivity that it's easy to overlook the little things. That slightly controlling comment, you see it as them being protective. Their moodiness, you think they're just deep and complex. We often project our hopes onto people, creating a version of them we want to see, not who they actually are. It's only later, when the rose-colored glasses come off, that you see the red flags were there all along, waving right in your face. It's a tough lesson, but a powerful one. Have you ever been in an argument where you're just pouring your heart out, but the other person hits you with cold, hard facts? It's like, here are the logical reasons why your feelings are invalid. It's so frustrating, right? This is what happens when logic becomes a weapon. It's not about finding a solution anymore. It's about winning the argument. The other person uses logic to dismiss your emotions, making you feel small, irrational, or even crazy. But here's the thing. Emotions aren't problems to be solved by logic. They're signals. They're part of our human experience. When someone uses logic to shut down your feelings, they're not just ignoring the problem. They're creating a bigger one. They're damaging the trust and connection between you. So next time you're in that situation, remember your feelings are valid with or without a logical explanation. Have you ever felt completely blindsided by a breakup? You thought everything was perfect, but they said it was over. What if I told you your own brain might have been hiding the truth from you? It sounds like science fiction, but it's a real psychological phenomenon. When we're deeply attached to someone, our brain's primary goal is to protect that bond. To do this, it can literally rewrite our perception of reality. It will downplay the red flags, rationalize hurtful behavior, and magnify the good times, all to keep the connection alive. This isn't about being naive, it's about our primal need for attachment overriding our rational mind. Rationale? So if you've ever looked back and wondered how you missed all the signs, be kind to yourself. Your brain was just trying to protect your heart. If you want to dive deeper into the psychology of relationships, make sure to subscribe for more. Have you ever tried to let go of something, maybe a relationship, a job, or even just a dream, and it felt like a part of you was dying? You're not alone. And there's a real reason for that feeling. When we invest our time, energy, and emotions into something, our brain literally wires it into our identity. It becomes part of who we are. So when we try to let go, our brain perceives it as a genuine threat to our very self, almost like a physical amputation. This process triggers a grief response, similar to mourning a loss. It's painful, it's disorienting, and it's completely normal. Understanding this can be the first step towards healing. It's not about forgetting, it's about learning to live with a new version of yourself. If you found this helpful, give us a like and subscribe for more insights. Have you ever gotten so angry or upset that you just couldn't think straight? You say things you don't mean. You make decisions you instantly regret, and it feels like your brain just completely shuts off. Then, maybe an hour later, or the next morning, clarity hits you like a ton of bricks. Suddenly, you can see the situation perfectly clearly. You know exactly what you should have said, what you should have done. All the logical, rational thoughts come flooding back. But it's too late. The damage is done, the words are out there, and you're left dealing with the fallout. It's a frustrating feeling, right? That moment when your logic finally decides to show up to the party, long after the party's been wrecked. If you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. Let's discuss why this happens and what we can do about it. Have you ever stood in the quiet aftermath of a friendship or a relationship ending, wondering what's left? It's not just emptiness, it's a mosaic of memories, lessons learned, and a new, sometimes unfamiliar version of yourself. The laughter you shared, the secrets you whispered, they don't just vanish, they become part of your story, woven into the person you are today. The pain of the break teaches you resilience. The happy moments remind you of your capacity for love and connection. It's a strange inheritance, isn't it? A collection of invisible souvenirs. So instead of focusing only on the void, maybe we can look at what remains, a stronger, wiser you, ready for the next chapter. It's a tough journey, but you're not alone in it.